This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network.
Hi, I'm Niamh Kavanagh.
And I'm Gearoid.
And you're listening to Agony Rants.
Welcome, listener. Welcome on this Monday morning to the show where a Eurovision winner and a comedian solve your problems, heal your life, fix your world, change everything. Niamh, forget about the problems. We don't want to, forget about everybody. Forget about everything this week. Because we're all about the late late. I'm not even going to try and say anything. I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to step in here. I've never felt more extraneous and unnecessary, Niamh.
In what way?
Well, because your star is very much in the ascent now, I have to say.
Only if I wear my hair in bunches on top of my head, obviously.
Well, you see, what happened was you told me last week that you were opening the Late Late Show. You were singing I Put a Spell on You from Hocus Pocus. And
That's right.
I thought, do you know what? The menopause is a very cruel time for a woman, and she's clearly gone through something. She needs to change her number so they can't ring her directly.
We need to teach her to say no occasionally.
I was not on board, Niamh. I was not on board.
Okay.
I thought, this is not a great idea, Niamh.
Yeah, I remember you discussed the dancing children and your attitude towards them.
Yeah, you missold that now. Because you said that there was going to be dancing children. Now, oh my God, I wouldn't be able to handle that.
It was a good opener, wasn't it?
A load of kids dancing around you, I would have just been, no, this woman won a Eurovision. Stop. They were proper professional, brilliant dancers. It was incredible.
No, they were, to be fair. What?
It was incredible.
They were amazing.
Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it was fun.
You nailed it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I mean, to be fair, I've been singing that song in the panto all week, but a slightly different arrangement, which is scary as anything. You know the way, because there's like an extra line out of it, so you have to remember not to sing that line. And it doesn't seem like a lot, but if your muscle memory says that line exists, you just go, oh.
So what was the line you had to take out?
So it starts off, I put a spell on you and now you're mine. You can't stop the things I do. I ain't lying. That line didn't exist in their version to save, I think, approximately 3 seconds.
Oh, wow.
Or whatever. Yeah, it's all about time. It must have been about time because there's no other reason why they put that line out. But anyway, so I'd been singing it a week and a half in the Halloween panto in my other witch look. I had 2 different witch looks on Friday. I was ill-prepared for the hair, though. What?
The hair was quite spectacular now, I have to say.
It was. They had like 2 little bunches. I still have them up there like little friends, pets now to me. I'm going to have to bring them back to wardrobe. Tish did a wonderful job on my hair. It was mostly my hair, to be fair. I think maybe that's the reason I got the gig, because of the red hair. That and the big cackling.
Well, it was brilliant, Niamh. I have to say, I was very proud because they posted it on Instagram, because I can't watch it because I'm in England, Niamh. I'm in England.
Yes.
I'm a London boy now. And I watched it and I was like, oh my God, she absolutely nailed it.
You forgot. You forgot who I am.
I know. I was like, oh my God. You see, that's the thing. I always forget. It's because of this podcast. And then what happens is, right? Because of the podcast, I'm used to just sitting opposite you talking. And then all of these people start messaging me, giving out to me that you're not on tour.
Oh.
It's like, why can't we go and see her? Blah, 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 blah. On and on and on. I'm just like, this is not me. This is nothing
Bring
to do
that up with
me.
her.
Yeah, take it up with her.
Okay.
You can message her on Instagram and she'll reply in about 7 to 8 months.
Oh my God. You know, I kind of cheated on you yesterday, and I podcasted with Arthur and Donal Skehan. You know Arthur? I can never say his second name. You know,
yes,
the
Skehan.
judge.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, not Donal Skehan. I know him, right? It's Arthur Gearoid or whatever his name is.
Yes, yeah.
He's got one of these unusual second names that I haven't practiced.
Gearoid,
anyway,
I think.
Yes, it's quite an unusual. I haven't really, spoken at length with him about that. Anyway, the first thing he did in that podcast was give out to me for not recording a new album, and I felt like I was sitting opposite you. Really, so you definitely
Niamh,
have.
It's time now. Enough of it now. Enough of your bullshit now. This is what we're doing. You're announcing dates before Christmas, or I'll kill you.
Okay, well, I have to book them.
Yeah, you're going to book them.
Okay.
And you're also going to record 3 new songs for those
Okay.
dates.
Okay.
Give yourself 6 months, Niamh, now, but no, enough is enough now. No more messing.
Okay.
I'm furious. This is what happens every time you
I
do
know,
something brilliant. I get annoyed at you.
Do you know what? Do you know what makes me laugh? Right? All those texts you sent me the other night were like drunk texts. You know?
Excuse me, Niamh. I was stone cold sober in the back of the tour car. Because I was like,
but you were determined. I mean,
I was
you even
determined.
you sent through a set list.
I sent the set list and the stories that you tell in between the songs because I was like,
I
this,
know.
she won't do anything. I was like, this is the show. This is what you do. You're married to the musician. So just get the band you play with anyway. Book 2 or 3 venues. Come on.
Okay.
It's now or never, Niamh.
Oh, okay. It's as definite as that.
It is.
Okay, well,
What are you going to do?
Niamh
Niamh has turned 70. Like,
I haven't even gone through 60 yet. Give me a minute.
I know, but you're going to wait till you're 70 to do it. No, do it. No, do it now,
Okay,
Niamh.
okay.
You're still,
Okay,
you're still a young woman in fine voice. The people adore you.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
You can't just do it when you realise at 70 that your pension, you don't have enough in your pension pot.
Well, I'm very clever because I get both a UK and an Irish one. I worked long enough in Dublin.
Rinsing the system.
I tell you, I planned ahead that. I mean, I didn't actively, but that's it.
But come on.
You know, I spent 2 weeks in Dublin. But you came to the panto. Did you enjoy the panto?
Yeah, I love the panto, Niamh. And I have to say, that was quantity time. When I went to that panto, I was like, this is going to be long. Now, this is going to be long. But it was absolutely brilliant. You were absolutely
It was
brilliant.
an hour, which I love. I loved it as a performer. But also, I think every parent I met afterwards said, that was amazing because literally an hour was enough.
An hour. Minimal interaction.
Yeah.
Mammies and daddies had to dance once. And the woman beside me was like, she kind of said, it's the mammies and daddies, dads, get up. And I was like, I didn't ruin my life by having kids.
K-pop.
I sat
Demon
back and
Hunters.
was like, dance, mammy.
And did you know what a K-pop demon hunter was?
Is that what that was?
Well, that's what that song is from. I used to rely on Panto keeping me relevant, and once again, it saved me this year. So, because I don't know what they are.
I'd never heard of that.
Yeah,
What's
no,
K-pop
it's the
demon
current.
hunter?
Yeah, the current kid thing. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Because they all went mad for that song.
I know. I had
Yeah.
no clue what it was.
Yeah,
Before Panto.
because they all started screaming. I was like, Jesus, I'm so glad I don't have kids. Because this is exhausting.
I was in the back thinking they look tasty.
It was. but
Sorry,
It was
I
a
need to
great
put
show.
context on that. I was a witch who was supposed to eat the children.
Niamh, I gotta be honest. I thought that was a bit dark.
It was dark, and
It was
I
very
lean
dark.
into it.
It
I
was
kind of
like-
lean into it a bit.
It was like at one point you were like cooking them and singing about like the meat falling off their bones. I was like, this is a
Yeah,
bit
that's
much now.
right.
This
It
is
was
a bit
very
much.
satisfying. I love it.
It was very good. And Niamh, you were the best. You were.
No.
No, you were great.
I don't know if I was the best, but I was the scariest.
No, you were. You were brilliant. And the crowd loved you as well.
Yeah.
They did.
I know. Do you know, funny enough, when I do Panto and I'm evil, they struggle to boo me as being the national treasure. And they booed me a lot more. I try to encourage it. I love when they boo. I want to be really hated.
Oh, I
but
booed.
in a nice way.
I was the loudest
I loved
booer in the room.
Love that. Thank you. Thank you. But the best part was that I was in Dublin for a couple of weeks and I heard words that I haven't heard in ages because, you know, I just visit Dublin now. And what I loved was there were words like, you know, oh, it's rapid because it's good, you know.
yeah, of
Or
course.
they called someone a gurrier.
Gurrier is a great word.
You
That
don't
is a-
hear them anywhere else, only in
No.
Dublin. Like, yeah, gurrier, yeah.
Yeah, or bowsy.
Bowsy, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, or guys called Christopher being called Gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, that didn't come up, but that just reminded me. I said, I don't think I've ever heard anybody that. But
I'm in London now and I did have a second audience experience, right? I was in Sunday night. I was supposed to go to Manchester on Sunday, right?
Right, okay.
Because I booked tickets to see Acorn Antiques, which was a musical that I loved years ago when it was on the
Hello,
West End.
Victoria Wood. Are you kidding me?
I saw it about 4 times when it was on the West End. Loved every second of it. And
Astonishing.
they were doing this thing in Manchester. They were doing it one night of it. So I was like, oh, I'm going to book a ticket. So I booked a ticket. It was £75 for the ticket. And I booked a train ticket, which was £100. And I booked this ages ago. Then I got sick. So I was sick. And so I was like, I can't go. And I had ticket insurance, which they won't give me now because I didn't go to the doctor. So I felt lousy all day Sunday. And I was like, oh God, I was really looking forward to seeing something. Then I thought, you know what? I'll go and see a play because I'm right beside the West End.
Yeah, well, yeah. And last minute you can get good prices sometimes.
Yeah, and I wasn't up for like 5 hours in a train and then, no, I was like, oh God. So I bought a ticket to the play that goes wrong, right? Because I've seen that a few times. I love it. It always makes me laugh. And I went and I was sitting beside this couple who were now, I don't want to be mean, but 2 rich old pricks, basically.
Okay.
They were very posh.
I mean, I'm glad you're not being mean.
They were very posh and they were very old and they were very annoying. And they just kept like, he just kept saying,
Did they have sucky sweets with them?
They did. They kept rustling their bags. I was like, I'm going to kill these 2. But anyway, this outfit, he just kept saying, now, when I say he was very old, he wasn't actually very old. He was probably like 60s. But he had, that old English gentleman vibe.
Okay. As someone approaching her 60s, that's heartening.
No, he was just like...
no, too late.
He was probably only 60s, but he behaved like he was 80s, and he was in like the tweeds.
I get
and
it. There are people who age more. It's not a number. It's an actual mentality. Yeah.
Every joke in the show, he went, "Oh, that was just stupid. That was just stupid," and he kept doing this. Everything.
Oh wow.
So, about half an hour into the first half of the show, I was like, no, I'm sorry now. I'm not putting up with this. I'm not putting up with this. And I felt lousy as well. Now, I was quite heartened because I was like, I'm probably passing on the cold. This could finish him. So...
He's probably dead now.
At one point, he just kind of, I don't know whether it was sweets or something, but he was like, I don't know whether he was offended by a joke on the show or what, but he just did this, for goodness sake. And I just said, no, enough's enough now. So I just said, excuse me. I paid the same amount for my ticket as you paid for yours. So is there any chance you could shut the fuck up?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I wish I could be more like you.
I know.
Honestly, my inner voice will be saying that, but I
was delighted with myself. I was delighted.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Except, was he part of the show, maybe?
No, they just kind of went, and then they left at the interval.
Good.
And I put my bag on the sea. I was delighted with myself.
You got a seat for your bag as well. That's a result.
And then the man, there was the man in front of me, like an interval. I was just eating my minstrels, and he went, "I'm glad you said it."
Oh, I know. Now you're a hero to everybody around you. I love that. I wish I was that hero.
I was delighted with myself.
I know. I'm very proud. As a mammy, I'm very proud. You stood up for yourself. My concern would be that, because it's the play that goes wrong, that they were part of it. Yeah. Because it's going wrong beside you.
No, I've seen it loads of times, so I was like, no, I knew this wasn't
you knew that wasn't part of the plot. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, it was brilliant stuff. I really enjoyed myself. I didn't mean to swear at him, but it just popped out.
But it was just there. It was just there. It seemed a shame to waste it.
Exactly. I was very much in need of a Lemsip at that point.
Oh, you poor pet. I feel sorry that I'm not even there to mind you.
I know.
I mean, not that I ever would, but... No. No, I would. I would if we lived together. I would mind you, but I mean,
Are you...
It's never been part of our dynamic.
What's the plan? What are you doing now?
What am I doing now?
Yeah.
Well, currently, I'm in my gear to go walking after this.
Oh. I meant career-wise, but no, you're going to...
Oh, okay. Career-wise, like, this is like life coach therapy. Well, there's lots of gigs. I have lots of illegals gigs this month. So this month is mostly focused on that. And then I'm into choir. I'm doing Corn and Oak in St. Anne's Cathedral. So I use another part of my voice completely, which is really fabulous. I'm really looking forward to that. So singing a Christmas concert with them in St. Anne's Cathedral at the beginning of December.
Is that in Dublin?
And then I have a big band gig.
Is that in Dublin?
It is, but it went on sale and sold out in an hour.
Oh, okay.
I know. All the kids in the choir, their parents buy the tickets.
Enough said, Niamh.
But no, it's an institution every year. It's kind of through the National Concert Hall. They're a phenomenal choir. And I suppose I get to revisit what I was like when I was young, kind of in the choirs. With my
nice.
sweet little face.
So, and what's your big band gig?
The big band gig is in Walters and Dunleary. That's kind of like, there's 17 of us. We all get about €20 by the time everybody gets paid.
Oh, I'll go for that now. Give me a date. Give us a date,
It's on a
Niamh.
Sunday night. It's on a Sunday night in the middle of December. So we'll have a few Christmas cards, Christmas songs. And basically, I do about 6 songs and then they play songs around it. But they're phenomenal. It's just a brilliant night.
I'm finished.
Great crack.
I'll be finished by then. I'm free every single Sunday, so I'll go to that.
Amazing.
We're not here to plan
You
our
love it.
lives.
And it's 7 till 9, which is very civilised.
Very civilised.
Isn't it just?
Now, we're not here to plan our lives or to talk about our careers, Niamh. What we're here to do is we're here to solve the problem of the listener.
I know. And even though we're not here to do those things with our lives, we've still spent about, 20 minutes doing it. But anyway. I kid.
We've got 2 brilliant problems in.
We have.
Because I'll be honest,
We have.
I forgot that we were recording and I had a look yesterday and I was like, oh, thanks be to God. If you have a problem, agonyrants@gmail.com, send it in to us because we're scraping we're not scraping the bottom of the barrel, but
Do not say that about our people.
No, we don't mean that. I mean like we're scraping, it's in quantity.
As in we need more problems.
We need more
is
problems.
What you say.
Yeah.
And we're going to record next week, so we need you to send in your problems.
Yeah, so if you're listening to this Monday, we're recording on, is it Tuesday next week?
Yeah, next day. So
Next
quick.
day. Get them in.
Quick.
Get them in.
Use your voice notes if you have to.
Niamh, I'm on tour. Brighton is sold out. I think Manchester's sold out. Liverpool's almost sold out. Leicester
Amazing.
Square has only a third of the tickets left. So get them soon because I'm not doing any more dates.
Ever again?
No, just on the UK. I don't have any time to put on more UK ones.
I mean, I don't mean to be rude, but every single time we're getting together, you have a new tour date.
Yeah, when they're gone, they're gone. Just added Leeds.
Oh.
Also, I'm in Barcelona. No idea if it's sold. No idea.
Barcelona!
It seemed like a great idea at the time, but I'm sure it'll be lovely.
Yeah, well.
12th of December. Gearoid.com is where you get your tickets. And Niamh will have a big announcement soon, won't you, Niamh? About your tour.
About touring.
We're going to have a strong conversation about this.
We are. Hey, Niamh and Gearoid, I love your podcast and look forward to it every Monday. And yes, I have left a review, 5 stars, of course.
Oh.
Already loving you. I hope ye are both well in your busy lives and I appreciate you reading this email. I'm on a crossroad and I'm going to really say that again because I think she meant I'm at a crossroad and want some advice. I'm in my 40s and single for 10 years. Life has been lonely the last couple of years since my lovely mammy passed and my child moved out.
Oh.
I have really tried the usual stuff, joining things, trying to get involved, but my social battery is always running low and I'm not a major lover of people and trying to figure them out is exhausting. I totally understand. That's a lot.
Yeah.
I know. Are you identifying yet, Gearoid?
I'll be honest. This person, I relate to this person. I don't think you relate to this person, Niamh, because you're a people person.
Yeah, funny, myself and my son are only having this conversation lately because he's only moved home and he's trying to make, go out into the social world again. It's kind of a funny thing. We have different attitudes towards it. Okay, so I'm on holidays, went solo. I know, very brave. I even met up with other random solo people. Excellent. However, I feel so invisible, like I'm just not part of the world. I'm on the outside looking in. I'm not in your face, big personality, but I still have the crack. I hate dating apps and can't even contemplate meeting someone I don't know. I don't do randomers or one night stands. No judgment, just not for me. There's zero judgment from me. I'm kind of very like all of that yourself. Except for the big personality. I'm very similar. A few weeks ago, I was chatting with a guy I know, not very well, but we have common peeps. He said he'd love to go out for dinner sometime. No pressure, just that we get on and he enjoys my company. I told him I'm just afraid of everything, afraid of being vulnerable, being hurt and not being enough. Part of me doesn't want to inflict myself on him. Oh, my baby girl, I want to give you the biggest hug. I would rather he be happy in his life while I continue to be an extra in this life. I've been badly hurt and there's still steel barricades up, not just walls. He's funny, a good talker and listener. Who knew these people exist? He's about 12 years older than me. He's not my type on paper, looks-wise. Not that I am in any way shallow, and not that it really matters, I suppose, in the long run. I'm very active, and he's not so much. That was a sticking point with my ex-husband. I loved adventure and exploring in a little bubble, and he loved pints, sports on TV, and talking to the world and their mother. Wonder why that didn't last. This man is not the exact same, but there are some similarities. My dilemma is, do I take a chance? I really miss conversation. My work is lone working, which I enjoy, but it means less connection. There's days when I don't speak to another human. My circle of friends is very small, more a line than a circle. I'm not feeling sorry for myself because I choose solitude. Do you think I could just be filling a void because I'm lonely, or could actually be something? I don't want to mess him around. He's a nice guy and his life has been really tough. He's a widower. I appreciate the space to even just type these feelings, even if it never makes the podcast. It'll always make the podcast. I love your friendship and just the pure piss take and support and love you have for each other. Oh, it's true.
Aww.
Oh my gosh.
Now,
Keep
she doesn't
doing
go on
what you're
touring on a
doing.
punch her in the throat and end the podcast.
But he says that with love. He says that with love.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing. And you know what? A live show might not be a bad idea. Just saying. All the best. Lonely and Lanza.
Oh my God.
So much. I relate to an awful lot in here. I know it seems like, yes, I can go in and make friends with people, but I'm nervous when I go in and my reaction is to kind of push myself into the space. But I actually relate to a lot more in this than you think, because I'm not a kind of a casual sort of person. I can be acquaintances with people, but with people I care about, I'm all in. And, I'm what you might call a serial monogamist.
Yeah. But like, I really relate to her because I am definitely not Mr. Good Crack. I like my
Sometimes
own
you have to
company.
find it in you. You're right.
I'm good fun.
You are. You're wonderful.
Friends-wise, it's very tight-knit. Well, it always has been very tight-knit. But since I've been here and I guess touring, because she said something about like not speaking to people. And I've had that once or twice where the first time you hear your voice that day is when you are in a shop or you're doing a sound check or something. You're like, oh my God,
Yeah.
I haven't spoken all day. And that just comes from like traveling on my own a little bit. But I definitely find all of that a struggle. And I really noticed it when I came here because I've only been here a couple of months, like 6 weeks, about 7 weeks maybe.
So you're spending more time like that, are you?
Yeah, like almost all the time. But I've made a real conscious effort to make friends. And I did this a few years ago when my best friend moved to Canada.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, I used to do this thing on a Sunday where I would decide, okay, I'm going on at least one coffee this week. So I would just text
with
loads
someone.
of people on the Sunday and just go like, do you want to go for coffee? Do you want to go, And some people...
See who responds for that. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Good idea.
some days you have 3 and some days you only 1, but you don't stop till you have at least one coffee with somebody.
Yeah.
Then I would also just look at my life and go, who do I like in my life? Like, and there were people that like I mean,
deal.
I mean, like people that aren't my friends, but like people that I see where I'm like, why aren't I friends with that person then? I'm just going to actively try and make friends with that person.
Do you know what's really funny here, right? Because you're going to really think this is strange. I'm the same in the sense that I spend a lot of time on my own because we travel a lot on our own. And I like my own company because I'm so on with other people when I'm with them. But what I really miss sometimes when I'm traveling is people I can just be myself with, as in be Niamh with, and I know that sounds a bit strange, because Niamh is herself, Niamh Kavanagh is an entity in its own self. It doesn't mean I'm not myself when I'm being her, but the reality is people who meet me don't know me. You know what I mean? They don't know me that way. And I want someone who knows that I like my tea and that I'm a bit messy. You know what I mean? And like to be quiet, which is unusual, I know.
Yeah,
But
like I don't think that there is there's nothing, I thought about this where you kind of go, am I the weird person that's just like, do you want to go for coffee? Do you want to go for coffee? But like, what's the worst thing that can happen? The worst thing that can happen is that somebody goes and says, I met somebody who seemed nice but wanted to go for coffee. I thought that was a bit weird, so I said no. Like, but you're like, grand.
But the chances are somebody's going to go, yeah, I'd love one.
Yeah,
because they could be sitting
and
there the same.
I definitely think that you just need to.
But I kind of get it. What?
I definitely think that what's involved is like, it's kind of like a project plan. It's like everything else. Like, this is just about the friends thing. Like, we'll talk about all the other stuff in a minute. But like, I definitely think that is a project. That is a thing that you say to yourself. Like, set a reminder on your phone, like every Sunday. What am I going to do to meet people this week?
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to do it all the time. And the thing is, you can control your friendships in the sense they don't have to take over your life. But I kind of get it. There's that person who, you know, who kind of gets you up to do the basic thing. Like my friends here, we go for a walk, you know, and that's kind of part of our day. It's integral to our day that we go and do something, you know, and it might only be an hour out of the day. We don't spend all day together. It's not even like that. It's not like somebody's moving into your life. It's just somebody who you go and do something with or is part of your whole experience. You know, you need people like that in it in order to feel that you belong. And I appreciate that. You see, I have my family here, whether they ignore me or not, sometimes when I come home. But, you know, my family are always here. My husband, my children, you know, they're busy in their lives and all that sort of stuff. And then I go out down to Dublin and I have my family and friends there. So I have places I belong all the time. I completely understand she's feeling a little bit that she doesn't belong anywhere, but she's not displaced. You know, and you know, my work puts me into space with people a lot as well. I completely understand the difficulty of trying to meet people, you know, outside of those things. If you're not naturally inclined to want to go out and meet people, you know, it is quite difficult. I hate dating apps as well, so she who never used them. But you know what I mean?
There is a great app called Meet Up.
Yeah, so it's not about dating. It's just literally about.
It's not about dating. It's just about clubs and stuff. Because I think that you're the sort of person that, like, you'll have to have something in common with them before there can be any sort of like romantic or anything like that.
Hiking and adventure. There's lots of clubs for that.
Seriously, I just downloaded Meetup and had a look because I was on it years ago.
Yeah,
and there's literally tons of stuff. Like loads of little, but do you know what there also is? And this is worth thinking about, right? Don't just be looking at Irish guys and Irish friends. There are a lot of people who have come to Ireland and are doing all of this stuff and they want to know about Ireland and they want to, you know, integrate themselves. So it'd be really good for, you're like this local that has all of this knowledge, you know, all about the place, to go, exciting. Like, and they have these like events that they're not like speed friending, but they have those as well. But they're more like, I'm new to Ireland, come to this, you know. But like, go along, say hello. Like you're new, you're in the same position as those people. You're looking for friends, like.
Yeah, but I think in fairness, you know, pushing yourself into those spaces is difficult. But you maybe try one. If you don't like it, it's not the end of the world. In regards to this fella, right? First of all, I have to say my husband is 11 years older than me and I met him when I was 30. And I would say he wasn't obvious to me at first. He knows this himself. I'm not saying anything. You know, we were just friends because we were doing something together and we kind of had some similarities in common. But we don't do everything together. And, you know, one thing we do every day is laugh. Right? We laugh together every day. We talk. We share kind of a general desire to kind of have the crack together. But we don't do all of our activities together. So you don't necessarily have to have someone who is into everything that you do. Right? That's a big thing.
Yeah, totally.
Right? But you have to have somebody who is strong enough to want you to do what you do and be happy to have the chats with you afterwards. You know, in other words, not to get in the way of you doing what you do. You know, and that's the problem, or to belittle it. And it's just the way you have to accept that maybe he doesn't want to come hiking with you. But what you're asking here is he wants to meet up for dinner. What's the worst that can happen? You go and meet him for dinner. It's not messing him around if you're just meeting him.
No, and also...
And be honest. You know,
also,
just be honest about how you feel at any time.
You need to be a little bit more selfish because you're looking at yourself in terms of what you know, the potential of things not working out with this guy. No, what you need is a starter, man. right? It's not. This isn't forever. It's just
starter,
go.
man.
Yeah, it's just like, let's
is
just
that
go.
instead of a main course?
No, but yeah, exactly. Because what happens is you meet somebody that you do like, and then you're
Yeah.
like, oh, I haven't done this in ages. I don't know. You know, I haven't been on a date with a man. I'm not practiced at like making small talk, and which is like as much as I hate small talk, and and I am actually very bad at it, which shocks me. But it's not even that I'm not good at it. It's more that I'm just like I couldn't be bothered.
Be arsed.
I just couldn't be bothered. Talking to people I don't know, I have no interest. But like, if you go and you're just going and I'm just going to have a nice time for what this is. This night,
Yeah.
I'm going to have a nice dinner with this man. I'm going to have a nice conversation, and that's it.
But you know, the other thing is, just because you decide to go on a date with this guy, as in go and have dinner, you are not obligated to anything beyond that.
No.
And so go and have the experience. At the worst, you can have a dinner and maybe have one of your line of friends, shall we say, to give you a call at one point to make sure, or a text, so that you have a get out of jail card. But I think here's the thing, right? Because if sometimes you're not good at extricating yourself if you're not enjoying it, right? But here's the thing. I think you are of an age now where you can just go, I know what I like and I know what I don't like. When I met my husband, I guarantee you I knew what I didn't want in a relationship. Both of us knew what we did not want in a relationship, probably more than we knew what we wanted. And never underestimate that, so when you meet someone.
And also, if you meet somebody and you have a little bit of fun with them, like a bit of snogging or whatever, you don't have to, that's not like, well, I'm after sleeping with them now. I suppose I better stay with them until I die. Like,
no.
Like, it's, you retain a bit of agency there. Like, just, you can go and meet this guy every week for 6 months and then go, actually, do you know what? I don't want to do this anymore.
It's not working for me.
That's totally fine.
And you're not messing them around.
No.
Just don't pretend things that you don't need to
Also, the one thing I will say as well is if you can go on holiday on your own,
yeah, you're some girl.
Yeah, don't underestimate the self-assuredness that needs. Like if you could do that,
that's huge.
Yeah,
that's huge. Lots of people wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I've never done it. I don't think I've ever gone. I've gone on tour on my own, like where you're away for a week, but that's kind of different because you've got a touchstone every day. But like going on holidays on your own is that's very different. Fair play for that.
I don't think I've ever gone on a full holiday, as you say. I think that's because we travel a lot on our own anyway. Yeah. I don't know why that is. I've often gone off and taken a sneaky night, where I just go and lie in a room.
I know. I would love to go on a holiday on my own.
I love that so much. What?
I'd love to go on a holiday on my own. Like sometimes for me, a holiday on my own is like if I know my partner's away for the weekend, I'll take 2 sleeping tablets and just go to bed.
Well, technically, if your partner or your family are out of the house, you are on holiday.
Oh my God.
Because you're in a space on your own and it doesn't even cost you any money. It's amazing.
And also, this is something that I really had to learn, right? Is like sometimes, when you just feel a bit guilty for really enjoying your own company. Like sometimes you just don't see anyone for ages and you're like, oh, this isn't good. I haven't seen anyone for ages. We're human beings. We're supposed to socially interact. But then I'm just like, this has been lovely.
In my head, that's like #life goals.
Yeah, don't give yourself a hard time just because you're not seeing people. Like, because I feel like that's what you're doing. I feel like you're giving yourself a hard time. And I don't think you need to do that because I think that at the moment... I
think she said something really interesting in this, which I would rather she focused on.
Go on.
And that is, she said, where is it now? I have to find this quite a lot in here. She says something about how she didn't want to lead him on because she didn't want to subject herself to him. And I'm trying to think.
Oh, yeah. It's in the...
It was more about her than sorry.
And he's a widower.
Long-winded. He's a widower, but...
Oh, there it is. I could just be filling a void because I'm lonely, or could actually be something. I don't want to mess him around. He's a nice guy.
Then she says before that, she says something about how she's not worthy of being known, in case...
Oh, part of me doesn't want to inflict myself on him. I would rather he be happy in his life while I continue to be an extra in this life. You're not being fair on yourself there because you have everybody, no matter who you are, even Jeffrey Dahmer, Everyone has something to offer everybody else.
Okay. That went someplace I wasn't expecting there. No, but anyway.
even the worst person on earth is a human being and humanity. And
I would much rather she recognises her
valuable.
value before she does another thing, because actually I'm a huge advocate for people understanding their worth. And if you are breathing, you have value. You know what I mean? That's the way it is.
Totally.
Like, so I think there's a lot of fabulous about you. I mean, the fact that you understand quite a lot about yourself more than most, you know how to go on holiday. And honestly, you're working, you're doing your own space. You've survived a lot of things in life, and you know that you want to have good friends. You are worthy of more than that, and they have to earn you. Girlfriend.
Yeah. And do you know what the other thing is, right?
I know that sounds a bit ranty, but I really, when you say that to yourself, then suddenly you're more open to getting what you need from people, or from life.
The other thing is that the reason I brought up like people who aren't Irish, right, is because I think one of the things that really pisses me off about Irish culture is we place too high a value on crack and and funny and personality and being like the brightest light in the room.
The banter and all that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And for me, like I've never been that person, and like a long time ago.
That's so weird hearing it from a comedian. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, but that's but when you go on stage, that's like people, that's grand. But like, when you're in your life, room
it's
with
not
people,
all about the crack.
It's like, oh god. And there's nothing more exhausting for me than somebody who's like, I'm great crack, and I'm always just standing there going, I bet you're not. Like it's just.
I'm always nervous of people who say they're great crack. I always think they might be near to a nervous breakdown.
Yeah, exactly. People who are just like need that.
I mean, I'm great crack. I am great crack, but
but
you know what I mean.
But that's different. Like
I know exactly what you're talking about. The thing is, it's not all about the crack.
It's not. All about
no
the
more
crack.
than this pod is all about the crack. It's also about human beings and being able to have conversations. It's not always about funny things or whatever. I mean, it's nice to have fun, but the reality is, most of us just have stuff in their lives and things to be done every day.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's value in that, and there's value in wanting your own space, but. Yeah.
The problem is that because because there's this social value placed on all of that, people who are like enjoy their own company and are a little bit more into solitude, and you feel a little bit less than those people, and you feel like, oh my god, this is what I'm supposed to like, and I'm not. It's like, no, you're not supposed to like anything.
I'm actually quite a boring person in my life.
She is I like to so walk. Dull.
Oh
my God.
I do extraordinary things in my job, but actually mostly I love just walking,
when I edited this
food.
podcast, I would have to cut these 10-minute monologues about how much she enjoyed getting a line of washing done. I was like, if the public knew. My tribe is out there who loves the good washing. This time of year is very hard on me. Very hard on me because we can't get the good wash out. I can't believe you brought it up. I'm just devastated. Knock it on the head.
I came home to loads of laundry and I'm really struggling to get it done.
But like, so what I think you should do is, I think, a little project plan. Like, make a little project plan, and also don't be afraid to like, because it's so much easier than you think. And this is coming from somebody that's like, I do have these little panics where I'm on my own. I'm like, I've been on my own for days. Nobody talks to me. Well, I do. I have that all the time. But now, even since I've been in London, like I literally contacted, like when I moved to London, I contacted everyone I knew in London. I have literally 2 days ago stopped my hello copies and had to start my goodbye copies. Oh. I've had so much coffee.
Wow. That explains an awful lot.
It's like once you get into a role, like you do it once or twice. And it's even, like if you're getting your hair cut and you strike up a chat with somebody, like just be conscious in the chat.
Do you often have their number in your book?
Just be conscious in the chat. Just be like, actually put thought into the chat, like and engage with it, properly engage with it. And then all of a sudden you've got a new mate.
Yeah, I think mostly what she's looking for is someone who gets her and will do an odd adventure with her. She doesn't want somebody completely in her life. I completely get that. And I think
it just reminded me. Sorry to cut you off. I got my haircut the other day. Oh no, I got my haircut about 3 weeks ago from a barber, and he lives just there.
Oh yeah.
And every time I see him, I talk to him. I stop and talk to him. Now he started to avoid me. He actually avoided me last night. But you know what, Niamh?
Does he have nothing else to do? Has he found a new route to his job?
I take that as a win, Niamh. I take that as a win.
That's a win.
That's a win.
That is a win. Listen, we would love to know how you get on. Honestly, you are more relatable than you think. Here you have an extrovert and an introvert on this podcast, and I'll be honest with you, both of us relate to a lot of what you're saying there.
Totally.
You know, even when you're around friends, sometimes you feel a little bit like that you want to be just in your own space.
Yeah, and I've been around friends where you kind of go, oh, I wish I was more entertaining for that person. But
yeah, you don't need to be that. I know. I'm aware.
Yeah, sometimes I just go really quiet. And just go, what? You're boring me. But I definitely think the meet-up app, go on the date with your man. Because here's the thing. Just because somebody's not your type is your pathology. The reason people have a type is because they had repeated dates with the same type of person. And the reason you have repeated dates is because it doesn't work out. So just forget about type.
But you might enjoy this. Or maybe you won't. But what's the worst that can happen? You go have the crack. I mean, if he's a stalker, that might be a little bit more difficult to extricate. You know, but be prepared to move or do whatever you need to do in that circumstance. But you know.
But the thing about it is, you ask a question in there and there is always, I think 90% of the times that you ask this question, the answer is yes. And the question you ask is, do you take the chance? Always.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yeah.
Unless it's around money.
But yeah. And make sure you tell someone where you're going.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Just have a lovely time. Go and have a lovely time. And really be good to yourself. When you're feeling like this, it takes its toll because your brain, it just goes and goes and goes with this, even when you're not consciously thinking about it. So
I know.
What that does is that makes you feel like you're a needy person. You're not a needy person. You just want a little bit of connection.
This is just important to you because you need it. So just go take it.
So when you meet somebody,
girl.
So when you think somebody's nice, everyone that you think is, oh, you know where you go, like, oh, they're a nice person. They're a potential friend. I know. I have a creepy edge to this, and I've had people go, I'd only go for coffee. You're grand. Grant.
Okay. Are we going to do the next problem?
Fuck them.
Because it's like 49
minutes. That's what I say. I feel very passionate about this. Let us know how you get on.
I do too.
We want updates.
Actually, I really want to know.
Yeah,
what?
loads. We want updates.
We do. So you want to read the next one?
Okay. Dear Agony Rants, I'm a primary school teacher, originally from Ireland, let's say the Midlands, who has foolishly agreed to put on this year's school musical.
Already, I haven't read ahead, but I tell you, this is going to be fun.
Of all the friends I have that are teachers, they all do this thing where they take on extra stuff.
I know.
I don't know why.
We can't help ourselves.
Last year, our production of Into the Woods Junior, which now, if ever there was a musical,
that's very advanced.
There should not be a kids' version of Into the Woods.
Primary school level of Into the Woods.
Here.
Wow. Okay.
Because that's
it's called Into the Woods Junior.
Maybe the songs are a bit more melodic. Not because of the kids, but because of their parents. You'd think I was casting Hamilton.
Oh.
Now, here's the thing. I don't think this person is Irish, so I wonder, does primary school mean something else in other countries? Maybe not. I don't know.
I'm a primary school teacher originally from Ireland.
Oh, I think, well, maybe she's married.
Okay, move on.
There were full-scale arguments in the playground over who got which part. Parents sending me suggested rewrites. Here. To give their child more lines. And even one mum who tried to bribe the music teacher with cupcakes for a bigger solo. Oh, God. By opening night, I was more into the wine than into the wood. This year, I've promised myself I will handle it better. But the mere mention of auditions has already has parents sharpening their pitchforks and pitch pipes. How can I keep the peace but put on a decent show and avoid another round of musical theatre warfare? Call me Leona. FFS, don't use my real name. Oh, God.
Leona.
I'll tell you what.
Leona, I feel your pain here.
There's a lot of massive problems with this, though.
Yeah, stage moms and dads, God bless them. Is this a stage school? It feels like a stage school.
Into the Woods
Junior seems very
is
advanced.
very advanced. Like the songs are so... I can't imagine a child singing any of those songs.
I know. Well, Sondheim is a little bit advanced. Maybe he made different kind of songs for the young people.
Maybe they're doing a nursery rhyme version of it or something.
Yeah, I don't know, because obviously it's quite scary in places.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
There's a lot of
the wolf,
Johnny
yeah.
Depp being the big bad wolf. And
I've
Meryl Streep played the witch.
I've never seen the movie, actually.
Oh, it's very good. Yeah,
I've never seen the movie.
Emily Blunt. I love everything about it. Anyway,
I think. I mean, I'll let you handle this, Niamh. All I'm going to say is, I'll say this at the start. Don't do kids' musicals. Nobody wants to see them.
okay.
It's great that they have the experience and all, but, you know, behind closed doors, please. And Into the Woods, are you out of your mind? Niamh.
They're clearly doing a different show this week. I imagine they're doing a different show this year.
Like Mamma
I
Mia.
imagine she is.
One of my friends, he
Mia.
directs the school musical, but they can never get the rights. So they can never get the rights to the musical, so they end up calling it something different. So like
I know.
he did like Sister Act the musical, and it was called like Nuns on the Run, or Nuns like the Fun Nun or something.
I know. There's lots of them they can't get the rights for. It's a disaster.
Yeah.
My kids were when they did Annie and then Joseph and his amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Oh, wait, did
So-
your kids have parts?
Jack, there's a funny story about Jack, because he auditioned to be Annie. And I said to him in the car, I said, do you understand that you're going to have to wear a red dress and probably a wig, you know? And he said, yeah. And I said, do you understand that there's other girls that are probably going to get it before you? And he said, yeah. And I said, are you auditioning because it's the biggest part? And he said, yeah. I said, well, have at it. He ended up being Rooster, right?
Oh, that's a great part.
And I said to him, yeah, I was a great part. And I said to him after, I didn't know that until I actually went in to work with the soloists, because obviously as a singer I would have volunteered, you know, my services. And I went in and discovered he was Rooster, you know, because he hadn't told me. And by the end of it all, I said, is this you now? Are you going to be an actor? And he said, absolutely not. My feet are killing me. So... Tom, who has the best voice, honestly the best voice now, is an amazing singer, absolutely knew every song in Joseph, but too shy. So he did an audition, and I was away when the auditions came up, and Joseph was great because Joseph you've got all the boys together and stuff.
Yeah.
He could have been up with his mates singing. And I said to the teacher, would you kind of encourage him to audition? I'm not saying give him a part, but just encourage him to at least do that, because he's shy. But he didn't have the nerve. So he had to work behind the stage.
He didn't audition?
He didn't audition because he was shy. And he said afterwards he kind of regretted it, but we knew all the songs. We sang together in the car. But look, here's the thing. I completely get where this woman is coming from, because parents get a little bit focused on the situation. And I'm a singer, and I was not involved in any of that. I went in and worked with the kids, but I didn't have any conversation with the teachers about my children in that role, other than, can you please audition, try and encourage them to audition, you know. But parents are full on in this situation. You have to man up a little bit, I'm afraid, Leona, and go, just be Simon Cowell.
What you could do is...
You can channel Simon Cowell and just say, this is for the purposes of this show, this is how this is going to go.
I think you should send a note. Do they still do notes in schools?
I don't know what they do now.
What I would say is, send a note home.
Whatever way you communicate with the parents.
Say, there's going to be auditions for the school musical. The decision of the teacher is final. And any parent canvassing for their child or trying to influence, word it better, you're the teacher. Their kid isn't in the musical. Good luck.
Wow. Okay, that's a little harsh.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
you might get beaten at the the board of governors will have you up for that one, because some of them will be on the board.
Yeah, it's like your daughter's a great singer, is she? Is she? Well, I hope she hums to herself when she's pulling the curtain.
Oh, woo! I know. You need to be Simon Cowell here and be a little bit separate from it. I mean, I know it's easy to say that from a distance. Smile at people when they suggest things and just say, your best get out of jail card is you can't actually change any scripts. So that's your first get out of jail card.
Okay.
And you say, and you can say things like, you know, when you get the rights to things, you can't really change the scripts. So what you do is you say, I'd love to have, that's a lovely idea. Unfortunately, we have to stick to the script. Or that would be a lovely idea. I wish I could have all of them. Generic phases, and just file it under their problem, not yours. If they want to bribe you with cupcakes, just take the cupcakes and, you know, say thank you very much. You're not obliged in any way if somebody gives you cupcakes to do anything. I want to be very clear about that in life. That is a general rule for life. If somebody gives you cupcakes, you don't have to do anything for them in return. I'm pretty sure that's true. Isn't that right, Drew? Gross.
You could also say, if you think your kid is talented, you're tone deaf. The crumbs that I have thrown her are basically the only pieces of performance that little no talent is ever going to have in her life. So I suggest she enjoys them, or she's going to be stable in programs.
You are to go nowhere near this growth. You have one encounter in a theatre and you think you're all brave now. Right. I'm on your side, Leona. I completely understand. You have to manage this because these are people who are going to be in your life. Because especially in primary school mums and dads are much more in your life. In secondary, you need to go to secondary school.
God, you know what? It was so much better when you could hit kids. It was just a fairer world. This every child gets a medal crap that goes on.
Well, I don't agree with that. I don't agree every child gets a winner. No, not every child has to be a winner.
Yeah.
That's not a thing.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? Your kid auditioned. She didn't get the part. Or she did get the part, and that's the size of the part.
I know. And but there's a little small part of me would know who those parents are and automatically assign those very small parts.
Yeah. Do you know what you could do? I always think a warning shot is excellent. There's nothing like a warning shot. And I think what you could do is, the first person that does this, you immediately go, I'm recasting. And you just cut that child. You just cut one child. Yeah, will she end up on drugs, probably in prison? Yeah, look. Life is hard. But you make an example.
Primary school.
Make an example of one child.
School.
Make an example of one child.
Oh my God, this is primary school. Move away from the microphone here, Gearoid. I'm gonna.
Sorry, I have no patience for this. I have no patience. The world is full of...
I have very little patience for that concept, but the point is, it's not that I don't agree with you, but I think there's easier ways to do it.
The world is full of prick adults who are spoiled children.
I know.
Yeah, and I know I'm like that old man. I sound like that old man in the theatre. Yeah.
You are.
That is my future.
You are.
And I thoroughly invite some handsome, young, solitude comedian, lonely comedian.
To give me grief.
To give me grief when I'm in my 80s. I fully accept it. I'll deserve it. I'll take it on the chin.
I cannot wait until I'm sending you boiled sweets.
I hope we've helped. I don't
know if we've helped you in any way, Leon.
I think we have.
Except I'm supportive of you. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily advocate Gearoid's a direct approach there. But
as direct as possible, because all you have to do is just be a psycho this year. And what will happen is next year, someone else is doing the musical. Win-win.
No one.
Win-win.
Yeah, well, true. We definitely want to hear about that, Leona. And what are you doing this year?
Exactly. Yeah, I can't wait to hear what musical they're doing. Yeah, it'll probably be like, you need to dial it back a bit.
Into the Woods in primary school, that seems big, doesn't it?
Yeah. The other thing is, it used to always be Blood Brothers.
What?
Yeah.
In primary school?
Oh my God, there was a spate of there was loads of Blood. Oh no, maybe it was in primary school.
No, Blood Brothers is not a primary school thing.
Because actually it was secondary school. I remember my brother did the drums for Blood Brothers, the musical, when he was at school, because he used to always be in the shed and he'd be drumming along to like Metallica.
Okay.
And then one day it was Barbara Dixon singing Tell Me It's Not True. And I was like, I think Kieran's had a breakdown.
It's quite a change. Both very theatrical. Yeah, but I'm not going to lie.
And he was playing it as loud as he would the other music. And everyone was like, what's happened?
Yeah, but Blood Brothers is a great musical.
It is.
It is an older musical.
No, make
I can't see.
Easier, but older. You should do that.
What?
You should do Blood Brothers.
Do you think?
Yeah,
You don't think I'm busy enough? What?
because it's always Rebecca Storm.
It is. To be fair, she's doing another one soon, actually.
Here. That character's 23.
I know. At the beginning. She isn't all the way through.
Come on.
I know. She looks well, though. I saw her the other day.
Yeah, I know, but like not well enough that you'd be running around with toddlers. Anyway, we'll move on.
It's a musical. It's art. It's art. Anyway, right.
Niamh, it's been wonderful to chat to you. We will talk to you next week. agneyrants@gmail.com if you want to get in touch. We would love to hear
You need to
from
go
you.
get that flight. You're really stressing me out here.
Yeah, I have to go get a flight. They'll wait for me, Niamh. Thanks so much for listening, and we will be back next week.
We will.
Chat to you soon.
Can't wait to see you. Bye.
Bye.
This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network, a hub for the creative and the curious. Shows are produced in association with Head Stuff and the Podcast Studios Dublin. Find out more or become a member at headstuffpodcasts.com.